Christian Men's Illustrated, the podcast. It's Jeremiah Johnson. Hey, I'm going to talk about the TPUSA halftime show for just a minute here. On this podcast, we talk about stuff that guys love, so please subscribe to the channel. I have to be completely honest. I am disappointed with the TPUSA halftime show lineup that was just finally revealed yesterday. So we recorded the pod, and I mentioned in our podcast, it's really weird they haven't mentioned a lineup. The Super Bowl halftime show, they're advertising it months in advance, and typically if you're going to put on a show of this magnitude, you really want to hype it, get it hyped up. So I'm really interested. I wonder what, probably never know what happened behind the scenes, if there was a lot of discrepancies or those kind of things. So let's bounce over to it for just a second. You can see this. We have the All-American halftime show by TPUSA was finally announced, and the show will include musical performances from Kid Rock, Brantley Gilbert, Lee Bridge, and Gabby Barrett. This exclusive halftime performance can be streamed on Turning Point USA social media channels, including YouTube, X, and Rumble. So if I'm understanding correctly, it's kind of like they wanted to get on a major network, NBC, something like that, and have this streamed. That didn't pan out. So now YouTube, listen, YouTube's huge. X is huge, all these kind of things. I will be very interested to see how this all pans out. Why am I disappointed? I'm disappointed because I was hoping for, when this was first started circulating, there was Corey Asbury and Forrest Frank, two artists that I like a lot. Corey Asbury is a worship leader. Forrest Frank is one of the hottest things in Christian music right now. He's a pop guy, and they brought up the idea. Corey Asbury was one of the forerunners that was like, we need to do a Christian halftime show, and then Forrest and him kind of combined. My understanding is that they did have, from their social media, they did have conversations about trying to put something together, but it just didn't happen, or they had different views or perspectives. So, and I think this is the sticking point right here, because what do I want? From my opinion, Corey Asbury and Forrest Frank wanted it to be like all about Jesus, worship, just giving God the glory. People are going to get saved. There's going to be revival. And, that was their spirit, their mentality. So clearly TPUSA, which I'm not against them, but I'm just saying clearly their vision wasn't to put Jesus at the forefront, because if it was, you wouldn't pick Kid Rock. So go look at Kid Rock material, songs that I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a believer or follower of Christ. I don't know him individually, but I'm just saying it doesn't seem like this is going to be all about Jesus, is what I'm saying. So I'm as I'm sitting here today, after reflecting on it for half a day, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for better. I thought they would at least throw somebody like Brandon Lake in there, Jelly Roll. There was the rumors Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll, something like that. I was hoping for something like that, because, there's controversy with Jelly Roll. Is he this great follower of Christ? He's a legit Christian. But I thought that would have been a great pairing, because Jelly Roll is beloved within the secular community. Brandon Lake has achieved big heights. We all have to recognize that. So I thought that would have been a great combo, or something along that lines. But Kid Rock as the main event show, and then supposedly I did read an article that says he has a faith song that he's going to bust out. God, I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't want to be that guy. I'm just saying, okay, this seems like it's going to be more about the political agenda, Charlie Kirk, those kind of things. It doesn't seem like the intention probably at this point is to be this awesome worship fest where we're just praising Jesus and we want people to get saved. I don't know that that's going to be the overarching goal. So there we go. That's my opinion. You go check it out. You do your research. I'm still going to watch some of it, I guess. Again, it's like Kid Rock, dude, he's not known for having the best Jesus-like lyrics. I know he stands on the conservative side of things, the right side. He's, within MAGA or those kind of things. I'm a conservative Christian man, but I'm just disappointed. I was hoping for something more Jesus-infused, I guess. So there we go. That's my take. I do not watch Bad Bunny. I will definitively say that. Watch this as opposed to Bad Bunny, or just worship Jesus, maybe. Put on some worship music. I don't know. We'll talk to you guys next time.